Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan with Her Courage to Plan. Now, many of you all know that April is National Financial Literacy Month, and I am super excited to be able to come on here and do this video for you all today. Now, I wanted to share something a little bit different. I do know that there are a lot of content creators that are doing different videos about financial literacy, of course, budgeting, and I am a budget planner also, and so I wanted to do something a little bit different for you guys, and I wanted to provide a tutorial on how you can actually create your own budget worksheet, guys, using Google Docs. Now, recently I put out a video of 14 tips on how to survive financial chaos, and if you missed that video, I'll link it up above so that you can go back and watch it if you so desire. Now, those 14 tips, they are valuable for any time, guys. Now, I'm sure you should be able to glean some information that can help you on your journey. Now, depending on where you are in your journey, you may be one that's looking to start your journey. Now, I already have a video out on why we started our debt-free journey, and also 6 tips on how we started our debt-free journey. So depending on where you are, you may need some inspiration. And also, if you're on a debt-free journey, I've done a video of how we paid off over $12,000 in 10 months using the debt snowball method. So you want to make sure you go back and check those videos out. Now, also in that video, I gave a sneak peek of the budgeting method that I was using at the time, and it was just regular pen and paper, guys. As a matter of fact, this is the notebook that I used to complete our paycheck budgets. Now, you don't need anything fancy to create a simple budget. All you need is pen and paper, guys. Now, if you've had the desire to create a simple budget worksheet, but you just did not know how, I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, guys. Now, if you're someone that prefers to, purchase already made budget worksheets, now I do have a 12-month budget journal in my Etsy shop, and I also have April through October budget planner sets that I do have available if you like that pop of color. But for Financial Literacy Month, I wanted to make sure that I shared a tutorial that allowed you to create your own simple budget worksheet for your own personal use, guys. Now, as I'm doing this tutorial, feel free to pause. You can rewind this video as many times as you need to grasp the concepts, but you will see that this is a super easy way to create a budget worksheet using Google Docs. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and transition, and I'll see you back in a bit. All right, guys, so we are at the home screen of Google. So what you want to do first is sign in into your Gmail account. Now, once you're logged into your Gmail account, you will go to this here Google Apps. It's actually like a Rubik's Cube. It has like 9 different dots. So make sure you click on that. And when you click on that, you're going to click on Drive. And then you will click on New and then Google Docs. So first, I'm going to go ahead and start by going to right here, File. And I'm going to do a page setup. And right now my margins are at 1 inch, but I want my top margin and my bottom margin to be 0.25. I'm going to leave the left and right at 1. I'll click OK. And you'll see my cursor is all the way up to the top. I want to type the word budget worksheet. We're just going to keep this simple. Now, you can make this title Paycheck Budget Worksheet, but we're just going to keep it generic as Budget Worksheet. And right now it's left aligned. So I'm going to highlight it. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and center align. And while it's still highlighted, I want to change the font, which is going to be from Arial. I think I'm going to choose Lobster. And then I want to make this bigger. So we'll change the font size to around about, let's say maybe 30. And then I'll go ahead and just hit enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and change my font size back to 12. And it'll still be centered aligned. Next, I want to add a box. And I really want to add just a small box here so that if I wanted to put the month or, the date, I can do that. So I will go up here to Insert, Drawing, and New. Click on the T for a text box. And you see my cursor has changed to a plus sign. So I'm going to make my box probably starting from the 1 all the way to the 4. And then I'll release it. And right now my box is not bordered. But I know it's there because this thick plus sign. So I click back there and this is my text box. So I want to make my border a black border so that I can easily see it. So I'll go up here to this here pencil tool. It says border color, and I'm going to click on that, and I'll just choose the first one, the black. Now you see it has changed. I want to also, you don't have to do this, I want to fill this in just a little bit, give it a little color. There's a little like bucket tipped over like it's dripping out. It says fill color. Click on that, and I just want it to be a really light shade of gray. Once I'm finished with that, I'm going to hit save and close, and it has automatically been put in the center. Okay, my cursor is at the end. I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm going to go ahead and left align my cursor. So I'm going back up here to left align, and I click that one time, and you see my cursor has went to the left. Now I'm going to insert a table. I'll go back to insert, click table, go over, highlight the first 3 rows. I'm going to do a 3 by, I think the max is 20. So we'll do 3 by 20, and I'll show you how to easily add more once you get to the end. So 3 by 20, and then just click, and it adds it to your worksheet. Now what I want to do, these rows, I want these rows much smaller. So in order to change, I want to highlight all of the rows, and then I want to right click, and then I will go to table properties, and all I'm going to do is click minimum row height, and then I want to change the minimum row height to 0.22, and then where it says cell padding, I want to change that to 0.02, and then it says for table alignment, I'm going to change it to make sure it's centered, and I'm going to click center and click OK. I do have enough room to put more lines. I'll show you how to add that as I complete this form. So I'm going to click back up here to this first column. So I'm going to go ahead and type in income, tab, planned, tab, actual. Now I want to center these, so I'm going to highlight this row, and I'm going to go back up here to center align, and then I'm going to change this here font from lobster. I'm going to change it to maybe Georgia, and then I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to change the font size to 14. Now after I have changed the font size in this first column, I want to go back and highlight these rows again, and I want to change this from lobster to Georgia, so that everything that is put in here, it'll be Georgia. So I go back up under income, and let's start off with paycheck 1, and then under that we'll have paycheck 2, and then we'll have other for other income, and then underneath that we'll go ahead and put total income. So now we're going to go ahead and format the total income because we want to center it as well. So we're going to go ahead and click center align, and we're going to make it bold. And then also we want to make sure that we change it to 14 as far as the font size. And you can change this and play with your worksheet however you want. I just wanted to show you a simple way to do a quick budget worksheet using Google Docs. Now that we've got our income section completed, let's go ahead and format these up here because I want to be able to show you that this is going to be a continuous step. Now I want to fill in this top row with a light color to give it a little bit more dimension. So let's go ahead and highlight the first row, and then where you see this little bucket up here, it says background color, click it. We can try maybe this here color, pink. And then also down here where it says total income, so that we can kind of break up the space, we'll highlight this row as well, and we'll give it a light pink. Now your income section is highlighted. Up here in this here income cell, I want to click in front of the I and then hit enter to give it a little bit of space. I'm going to click in front of plan and hit enter, and I'm going to hit enter in front of actual. We'll do another section for our bills, and we will do planned and actual. And we're going to repeat the steps. We're going to highlight, we're going to center, we're going to click B for bold, and we're going to make these font size 14. And then you can kind of count off how many rows that you will need. I'm only going to put on here 10. The 11th row, we'll put total bills. You can label this expenses or however you want, but I'm just going to make this simply total bills. Highlight it, center, B for bold, and we're going to make this size 14. Now we want to shade in the bills section so that it'll be a little bit different from the income. So I highlight the bills section. I go back up here to the background color, and we'll change this to maybe a light blue, and we'll go down here to total bills and highlight. Then we will change that background color to blue. And the same as we did with the income section, we're going to click in front of the bills and hit enter just to be able to easily identify the sections. All right, and we're going to repeat again, guys. This is pretty simple. We're going to click up on the total bills. If you want a cash envelope section, just go ahead and type cash envelopes and plan and actual. All right, we're going to repeat by highlighting, center. We're going to go ahead and change the font size again, and we're going to make it bold. And then since we only have 2 rows left, all I do is click at the end of this row and hit tab several times until I get to the end of the page. This is just how easy you can add your rows. And then you can count off however many cash envelope sections you need. So I'm only going to do 5 cash envelope sections. So count off 5, and then in the 6th row, we'll just put total envelopes. And again, we'll highlight that. We're going to center it, change the font to 14, and make it bold. And we're going to go ahead and shade this in. Remember, this is just repeating the same steps. Fill in the background color, and then we will hit enter in front of the cash envelope, plan, and actual. If you want another section for savings, just type in savings, plan, actual. I think you guys get the idea that we're just repeating the same steps. Go over, change your font size to 14, bold, and of course center align. And we'll have 2 spots for savings. We can total savings here. And again, we're just going to highlight it. You can center, bold, change the font size. And then we'll change the color by highlighting. And we can put this color as maybe a light peach color. Again, you can choose whatever color you want. All right, and so to get rid of those extra lines, what I did, I just highlighted the rows, and then I right clicked, and then I just clicked delete the number of rows. So that was pretty easy to get rid of the rows. And I went ahead and took away the space up here by clicking behind this text box, and I just hit delete 1 time to bring this up. Or you can always keep extra space in between the text box and the actual form by hitting enter, and you'll have additional space here. So however you feel comfortable with formatting your worksheet, is up to you. Now guys, you can actually print several copies of your worksheet out. You can save this to your Google Drive by just file, make a copy. It should be automatically saved in your Google Drive already, but you can also just type into it directly your information, your income. You can actually type in your bills, however you see fit to use your worksheet. I just wanted to show you all this easy way to create your own budget worksheet for personal use using Google Docs. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.
Alright guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, did you enjoy this tutorial? And also, what type of budgeting tool are you using to complete your budgets?
Alright guys, you already know the deal. I'll see you later. Bye.